Most beginner traders overcomplicate trading and lose their accounts. But what if I told you there is a simple 5-minute trading strategy that works and has given me an 85% win rate? Look, as you can see on the screen here, got an 85.71 success rate and actually up above 15%. If you are overwhelmed by indicators, charts, and strategies that seem way too complicated for new traders and looking for a truly simple, profitable trading strategy, this should be your go-to. Now, over the past decade, I've been refining this approach, and what started as an okay trading strategy is now consistently giving me an 85% win rate. So let's break down exactly how this strategy works so you can get consistent results too. So as we head over to the charts, I will be using smart charts as my preferred trading platform. So it's very simple. The reason why I like this trading strategy are most traders struggle with these 3 simple questions: what to trade, when to trade, how to trade. Okay. So what to trade, we are going to be focusing on indices. Before we head over to the charts, I just want to head over to my whiteboard, and something I really want to focus on. Most beginner traders, or all traders, just want to answer these 3 simple questions: what to trade, when to trade, how to trade. And I'm going to show you how to answer these 3 questions with that 5-minute trading strategy that can give you those results. So let's focus on what to trade. What to trade. There are thousands of things you can trade. Right now, we're going to focus on indices, all right? Stock indices. What these might sound or look like might be like the US 500, the NASDAQ, right? The Dow Jones. It could be the DAX, also known as a German 40, Frank 40, right? Basically a basket of companies in one index, etc. What to trade. Now let's focus on that third question: what to trade, when to trade, right? So when to trade is very simple. We're going to take the first 60 minutes of the market open. Okay, so let me give you an example. If the S&P 500 opens at 2:30 GMT time, right? The first 60 minutes, after that, it will be 3:30. Okay, so when to trade is at 3:30. But the strategy is based on the first, right, 60 minutes of the market open. So you can come early if you want to. Sit in front of the screen for an hour, you're more than welcome to. But theoretically, when to trade is at the hour after the market open. So in this case, it will be 3:30. So if we just take the US markets and we'll just focus on that at the moment, it will be when to trade will be 3:30. If we took the German 40 and the Frank 40, if the market opens at 7 a.m., 60 minutes later, it'll be 8 a.m., you will come to your charts 8 a.m. GMT time. So straight off the bat, you can choose to be an AM trader or you can be a PM trader. Now, here comes the key thing, right? The magic time. How to trade, right? And this is when we get to the charts. So how to trade, let's use an example of the German 40. So as you can see here, I have the period separator on. What this does, this gives me an outlook of what's happened in the last 24 hours. So I can see the daily outlook in a lower time frame, and we'll do more videos and more sessions on this. So we know that the market opens at 7 a.m. and we're going to be coming to the market at 8 a.m. if we're trading the German 40. So here I like to add like a daily time range or a session, and I'm just going to customize this to 60 minutes, and the market opens at 7 a.m. Make sure this is all correct. And what this will do, this will just give me a visual representation of that 1 hour bar, okay, of that 1 hour bar. So as you can see here, this little daily time range has now highlighted this 1 hour bar. Now, this is how simple the trading strategy is. What you're doing in those 60 minutes, after that 1 hour bar has confirmed, you're probably thinking, Suk, why are you saying the 1 hour when you said this is a 5-minute trading strategy? You're going to take that high of that 1 hour and you're going to take the low of that 1 hour, and then you're going to drop down to the 5-minute time frame. And what you'll notice is it's going to be a breakout trading strategy, whether you're either going to, if it's now near the highs, you want to be a buyer, and if it's near the lows, you're going to be a seller. Okay, let that sink in, right? So as we can see here, we're going to take the first 60 minutes of the session, and then we dive down looking more into those 5-minute bars. And in those 5-minute bars here, we can see how many 5-minute bars you're going to get in 60 minutes. I think you can get 12, right? So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12-minute, 5-minute bars, which will start giving us indication whether if the market breaks below then the first 60 minutes we sell. If the market breaks above, we buy. And in this case, sometimes we can see the market went down and also broke above. And this is where sometimes having advanced analysis skills or being able to just simply read price action can give you a higher probability of picking the right direction before you jump into a trade and just gamble. So let's look at the previous day. But this is why I would say go to the 1 hour, because you can just go straight to the 1 hour bar and you can highlight the high and low very easy. So you get the high and the low of that 1 hour. And what we can see here right now is once we drop to the 5 minutes, we can see what happened in that 1 hour. Market made a low, came down. So as we can see, when you come down to 5 minutes, market came down, market came up, and then it broke to the downside. Now, you're probably thinking, well, all right, now I know how to trade. I come an hour later, but how do I make a decision whether I want to be a buyer or a seller? So let's say, for example, in this case, you want to be a seller. So then you want to know, how do you place a trade? So in this example, I'm going to use a sell idea. So with smart charts, it gives you these levels, very easy to use. I like this part. Just make sure everything's in the correct entry. So if you want to sell, then if the market breaks that 1 hour low, that's where your sell entry is going to be. And your entry, your stop loss will be the high of that 1 hour. And your take profit will be whatever the distance is between the high of that 1 hour and the low. So as we can see, the distance is 72.3 pips or points, and 72.3 is right there. And as we can see, the market went towards that direction and was just near our take profit. Now, again, there are many advanced ways to trade this, again, using up price action, maybe using other indicators. But right now, I just want you to get in the habit of catching the first 60 minutes and deciding whether you should be a buyer or a seller. And in this case, as market was near the low of that 1 hour range, you focus on being a seller. So let's look at today's scenario. As we can see here, market went below the low. So let's close that trade and let's look at it in this way. So if we put a sell entry at the low of that 1 hour, which is there, the stop loss will be the high there. The distance is 53.9. We can see the market came, that's 53.9, came towards the 53.9, but didn't actually take profit. Now, you probably think, Suk, how great is that? There are methods to where you can make this trade risk-free once it goes into a certain percentage in that direction, but we won't focus on that just yet. So if you want to start with this, you could start by being a German 40 trader, where you take the first hour, market starts at 7 a.m., you come at 8 a.m., you take the first 1 hour of that trading session, which you can just take the high and low of that 1 hour bar. And if the market is near the high of that 1 hour, you buy. If the market is near the low of that 1 hour, you sell. That is the basic framework. So in this case, I use smart charts. So smart charts already has the strategy built in. So if I just go here, it's called the breakfast breakout. You would have seen today that smart charts automatically finds that 1 hour session for you, automatically creates a range of what happens in that 1 hour and gives you a line of the high and the low. And as you can see today, there was a sell trade, which you could have made money on if you closed the trade at 50% towards take profit, and there was making money on a buy trade. So if you want to come into the US market, let's say we come to the US 30, we can see yesterday that the market gave us a buy and has actually take profit today. So market opens at 2:30, 60 minutes in, get to the market at 3:30, and smart charts will give you a signal to buy, and it'll give you an entry, a take profit, and a stop loss. If you're enjoying this and want to see this strategy in action, I have a half-day training that breaks this down into all the steps and includes everything you need to get started. You can check it out with the link in the description. And if you are new to trading and really want to take this seriously, watch this video here where I break down all the things I wish I knew when I first started trading.